kindly sit down. Salamat po. President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea, Labor and Employment Secretary Silvestre Bello III. Ito ma'am si Bebot. Magkaharap kami ng kwarto sa dormitoryo. At kilala ko talaga ito, mabait na tao. At mabait. Malupit sa Health Secretary Francisco Duque III, Senator Bong Go, Chairperson, Senate Committee on Health and Demography. Senator Joel Villanueva, Antique Long District Congresswoman, Deputy Speaker Lauren Legarda, one patriotic coalition of marginalized National Party List Congressman Enrico Pineda, Sir. Pampanga Vice Mayor Lilia Nanay Pineda, Ma'am. Bromberry Cultural Foundation Vice Chairman for Construction and Regulatory Affairs Donato Almeida, Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation Chairman and Chief Executive Officer Andrea Domingo, meron lang, magsigway lang ako. Marami pa pala, sorry. Philippine Charity Sweepstake Office Chairperson Anselmo Simeon Pinelli, fellow workers in government, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Balikan ko lang itong yung isabong. It's up for my signature. Ipasok ko lang ito kasi ganito. Pumunta yung mga doktor sa PGH sa opisina ko. Naghingi ng tulong para sa medisina. Sabi ko, how much is your appropriation for a year? At sabi nila, something like in the vicinity of 6 million. Sabi ko, for a month, sabi niya, hindi. For the whole year. So sabi ko na, sige maghanap ako ng pera. At pinawagan ko si Chairperson Andrea Domingo. Sabi ko, ma'am, may 100 million ka ba? Sabi niya, wala ngayon, pero tignan ko sa libro kung bakit. Sabi ko, ang PGH naghingi ng tulong at yung appropriation nila, yung sa budget for the whole year is something just like I said, 60 or something, para medicine na lang. Sabi niya, sige, tignan ko. Tumawag siya sa akin at sinabi niya, meron tayong makuha. Sabi ko, ma'am, ibigay mo sa PGH 100 million. Sabi nila, a month? Sabi ko, yes. So, ang PGH, merong 100 million a month galing sa PAGCOR para sa operating, ang medisina kasi naawa raw sila at every time na yung mga pasyente merong mga tawag sa atin is yung resita galing sa doktor, sabi nila na sila na mismo nga nagbibigay from their own pocket sa mga tao. O sabi ko, well, that's 100 million a month. Hindi na ninyo maubos yan. Nagito pala si Atty. Giran sa PhilHealth. Mukhang inaantok ka. Matulog ka na lang. Gisingin ka lang namin maya. Pagkatapos. Kaya, i-connect ko ito sa isabong. About the only reason, the sole and only reason why we in the executive department allowed it, kasi ang estimate ni Ms. Domingo is that it would help us something like 640 million a month. That would give us at the end of the year billions. Yun lang kasi walang pera kaagad. Hanap ako at meron tayong nakuha. Yung isabong, sabi ko sa kanila, it must be under pagkor. Lahat ng sugal dito sa Pilipinas, pagkor. Kasi may control ako, isang opisina lang tawagan ko, kung mayroon ba ito o wala, at anong nangyari dito. So I can have an answer without going to different offices to ask if we have the money or if the money is not there, what happened? Kaya yun lang. Marami tayong gastusin na outright, mga doktor magpunta doon, maghingi ng tulong, obligado naman tayong tumulong dahil trabaho natin yan. Kung meron, may pera, ilarga mo. Huwag tayong humawak ng pera na walang kahulugan. Gastuhin ko, ubusin mo, sabi ko. Lahat ng pera, basta tao ang nagkailangan, ubusin mo. And my orders to the Department of Agrarian Reform, basta lahat ng lupa ng sa gobyerno, pag may squatters na, bigay mo na. Do not give me about that a certain land or lot will be utilized by this department, blah, blah, blah. At magdaan na lang ang mga ilang administrasyon, hindi naman ninyo nagamit, ibigay mo na sa tao. You know, space is a very serious problem in the Philippines. Young squatter. Nobody can solve it except the Filipino. And yung workers sa government, nakatutok talaga. Yun ang doon. Do not hang on to a property that's idle or talagang hindi talaga magamit. Kung magamit man, it could be about 2 administration from now. So pagka ganun, sabi ko, bigay mo na. Magbili ang gobyerno ng bagong lupa. Total hindi naman nawawalaan ng pera ang gobyerno. Totoo lang. So yun ang doon. Makita ninyo ngayon kung bakit yan. But you know, there is a department, si DILG, I tasked him to make a serious study of the isabong. The recommendation is on my table now. So pagdating doon, babasahin ko, and maybe by Monday, malaman natin kung ituloy natin o hindi. Ako, kung mayroon lang ganun, susugal ako. But there is apparently a social problem evolving sa pagpatakbo nitong isabong. So, we have a problem there, and we want to, well, be fair to everybody, but then again, we must study seriously or take into consideration yung social issues. Marami kasi isabong ang mga tao, lahat nagsusugal na, pati mga bata, yung iba nagsasangla na ng propiedad. Sabi ko, I do not know if this is true. So sabi ko kay Secretary Anyo, pag-aralan mo na, conduct a survey because you have a far-reaching powers in the provinces, yung mga DILG, pati city and province. Kaya mong kunin yung feedback. So nandyan na ngayon at by Monday, we would know. Pag-aralan ko yan ngayong gabi, I will read it all over again. And I would like to see the dimension of it all. Itong aking Tagalog, this is the informal part of my speech. Ang formal, itong ginawa ng 2 pages lang. Kung ito ang inuna ko, uwi na tayong lahat. Kaya nandiyan si Presidente Arroyo. So, basahin ko na yung trabaho nila. Nandiyan lang yan. Yung mga babae baka yung lumilikod dyan na kanila ito. So, in fairness also to their nagtrabaho, babasahin ko ng yung speech na kunwari akin, pero hindi akin talaga. It is my pleasure to be with you here today as we witness the developments in the construction of the Overseas Filipino Workers Hospital, the first ever medical hospital dedicated to the OFWs and their qualified dependents. I recognize the efforts of the Department of Labor and Employment, the Department of Health, and all government and private sectors in completing this facility. Now, I would be bereft of sa ng ating itong kung hindi ko pangalanan yung mga tao. The Bloomberry Foundation, PAGCOR, Governor Pinidaho gave us the lot, and of course the Department of Health. So para malaman natin na lahat-lahat nagtutulungan dito. Your commitment to translate the blueprint of this project into a tangible reality is truly noteworthy. Please know that this government's way of thanking our OFWs for their valuable contributions to our country's socio-economic progress and for their critical role in upholding the Filipino identity in the global community. This is why I express my full support to initiatives that promote the welfare and development of OFWs who are among our reliable partners in nation building, especially during challenges, calamities, and events such as the COVID-19 pandemic. The unwavering dedication of the perseverance as well as their sacrifices to provide for their families make them worthy to be called mga bagong Pilipino. Hintuin ko muna dito at isingit ko ito. Kasi ma'am, paalis na po ako. And I want also to share with you or to unburden myself all these years of being the punching bag of the the human rights, pati itong sa International Criminal Court. gusto ata nila na magsabay kami ni Putin doon sa prisuhan. Anak ka ng... alam mo naman siguro, narinig mo na ito. Alam mo itong pinakamasakit sa akin. You know, na ang isang pamilya, kung gusto mong sirain, just plant isa sa anak o sa asawa, gawain mo lang addict sa shabu. At everybody from the NBI, Sigiran, and all, CIDG, at lahat ng mga gobyerno nagtatrabaho, especially the health workers, they would tell you, if you want to create a problem para makalaban mo dyan, lagyan mo lang ng isang addict, one child or the husband. The family becomes dysfunctional. Yung nag-surrender dito kay Bato, which was televised all over, nakita ng Pilipino. Pero yun hanggang Manila, Greater Manila area. Hindi kasali doon sa bilang ng mga mga adik sa Cebu, yung sa probinsya. Marami yun. At maraming mayor pumasok dyan. Bagay, patay na sila. Pero pati barangay captains pumasok, pati police. You know, I coming from Davao, dito daladak si Bato. Sabi ko, Bato, Senator ngayon, buksan mo ang records dyan at sabihin mo sa akin ang totoo. Because I promised in the campaign sorties that I would solve the Cebu problem dito, sabi ko, in 6 months. Total, patayin mo lang naman lahat, tapos na. Pero, nung nagpunta na ako dito, I was informed by sila Bato, sila lahat, na the situation is serious and that even 6 police generals kasali doon. Pati customs, lahat na. So, nung ako sinabi ko, little did I realize na ang kalaban ko dito, ang gobyerno ko mismo. Mahirap yun. And we had to do something na mapaalis sila or retire early or get out of the service because you are part of the problem and maybe, just maybe, you will be a part of the solution. Sabi ko, hindi ako I'm not threatening you. But tatapusin ko talaga kayong mga, sabi ko, magpatayan tayo dito. Mamili kayo. You kill me or I kill you. That's the deal na binigay ko sa kanila. Sabi ko, kayong mga police, not so much of the military. Kasi ang police kasi have the law enforcement power. They go out every day to enforce the law. So makita mo maraming violations, not only maghuli ng mga operators ng shabu, but lahat ng mga basta law enforcement, parking, one way. So masanay itong pulis sa korupsyon. Ganun talaga. Military, wala. Kasi hindi ka makalabas ng kampo unless you are authorized or you have the consent of the camp commander. Pag sinabi mo, camp commander, dyan lang kayo, and we will just wait for anything that we have to respond to, Diyan lang kayo. So wala masyadong ano. But yung police, hindi naman lahat. Hindi ko nila lahat. Kukunti lang yan sila. Pero pag ang police na pumasok, ayan, sa Isabong ngayon, may mga police na sabit. Kasi identified sila. Why? Bakit police? Sila lang mang yung law enforcement. Sila lang na nakapasok ng ganun. Mga ganun na estilo, may police talaga yan. Yung magpasok ng bahay, magkidnap, harap-harapan. Tapos, wala na. Saan na yung nawala? Well, hindi na nakita. What is my suspicion? Sinunog yung mga katawan noon. So yan ang ngayon, billions na ang pumapasok. Pero it's a tight group na. Pero pag binitawan itong billions worth of shabu all throughout the country, kung hindi na interdict, gagamiton ito. Ang sabi ko, you create, bigyan lang ninyo akong para makuha ninyo. I'll give you the picture of the situation. Ang masakit sa akin, itong mga OFW. Because once the husband becomes an addict, wala nang gawa yan kung hindi maghanap ng pera, yung sweldo niya, kalahati, o nawala na kasi napunta sa Cebu. It's, the going rate now is about 300. Noon, 200 kasi na niya. It's a supply and demand play. Kung maraming supply, medyo mura. Pero kung ang Cebu, maliit ang nagkahulihan o walang importation, medyo mahal ang bintahan. Yan ang ayaw ko. You create, marami yan, by the thousands. Kita mo yung milyon, may pamilya yan. Ang nakikita ng human rights ay ang listahan sa namatay at yung mga taong, well, hindi nila tinignan kung anong ginawa ng mga putang ina. Ilang pamilya naging dysfunctional na sira. And some wives would, choose just to get out from it all kasi walang income, pupunta sa Middle East. Pagdating sa Middle East, magtrabaho. Tignan ninyo kung anong nangyayari. Pumunta ako ng may doon na mga babae, nagkakaso yung isa, pinatay niya yung taga Digos, hindi sa siyudad, Digos City. It's kapitbahay namin na siyudad. Part of the original Davao when it was only one. Well, to make the story short, pati yung mga tinulungan ko. Tapos, King Fahd was, may dementia na. Or so I think. Pero may nagbubublong sa kanya, pag nakuha niya, parang So I got the pardon for the Filipina and others na may mga kaso at inuwi ko. Pero sabi nila, you talk to your counterpart. So, member ako ng law and order sa Congress noon. So, sinabihin, we had a talk, sabi niya, sabihin mo doon sa mga kababayan mo that there is really the real danger of being sexually abused. Kasi sa practice sa Arab, if you are a slave bought from the slave markets of Africa or nagtatrabaho ka sa kanila, you are just treated as a property. And rape is part of the territory. Kaya makita mo yung mga Pilipina, wala kang nakita na lumabas at nag-suicide doon, tumalon. You know why? Kita mo lahat, marinig mo sa basa mo, tumatalon sa bintana. Alam mo kung bakit? Sirado yung main gate. Sirado talaga yan. Lock. They cannot go out, even to commit suicide. Kaya dyan na lang, takbo, tapos tatalon. Yung iba naman, endure the indignity, yung violation nila sa pagkatao nila. Sinisikmura lang nila, but after 4 or 3 years magtrabaho, minsan 5 years, talagang ginagala. Kaya sabi ko, yan ang pagdating dito, pag-uwi, ito ang masakit sa akin. Sige siya padala ng pera para sa kanyang anak edukasyon. Ang response naman dito, ang response is, mag-respond sila na everything is okay, even though the family is already in shambles. Kasi pag alis niya, iiwan niya yung anak niya sa kapatid niya, iiwan niya sa kapitbahay niya, o iwan niya doon sa husband na drug addict na. So akala niya, padala, pag-i-enroll yung mga babae, yung ano sa kanya na maganda ang nangyari sa pera niya. Pag-uwi dito, makita niya ang anak niya, addict, yung isa, naging prostitute na. Yan ang hindi ko matanggap. Masakit sa akin yan. Masakit sa akin yan. They work overtime. Alam mo, maglinis sila. Maglinis sila ng bahay sa amo nila. Pagkatapos yung bahay ng son-in-law niya, doon sa anak niya, she has to clean about 2 houses every day. Kaya, sabi nila, nakita mo ang standard na tulog, 3 to 4 hours. Ang hirap ng dinanas nila, na ni-rape pa, and they are punished sa, alam mo na, kung anong kasalanan, pagdating dito, wala pala, napurnada yung pagod niya. Kaya galit talaga ako sa mga putang ina. Baski hindi na ako presidente, patayin ko talaga. Letse kayo. Kaya itong mga yan sa law enforcement, Giran used to be the NBI chief. Balik ka na doon. Sigurado, palitan ka. Yung health mo. Hanggang ngayon, may intramurals pa. Why will you go back to the NBI and work like hell to fight COVID? Sa kasali ng COVID, pati droga. I am confident that the construction of this hospital shall be completed on time so that our OFWs and their dependents can fully enjoy the services and privileges offered by this facility. Let me also take this opportunity to encourage the management staff and various healthcare professionals who will work in the facility to perform your duty with utmost excellence, responsibility, and compassion. Always keep in mind that the care and services that you provide to your parents will ultimately redound to the overall well-being of our citizenry. I therefore look forward to the successful operations of this facility in the months and years ahead. Maraming salamat po. Maupo muna kayo. Of course, I already acknowledge the valuable presence of Pampanga Vice Governor Lilia Nanay Pineda. Former Presidential Spokesperson Salvador Sal Panelo. Nakita ko na dyan. May kasama ka babae? Wala. Ay, may mga asawa yung dalaga. Anak buo. Former DOE Undersecretary Astravel Astra Pimentel Naik. This is not a forum really to campaign, so I'll do it some other time. So maraming salamat sa inyo, and this is really a work of for your fellow human being.